It's on.
I'm gonna fucking smash your wrist, dude.
Yeah. You gotta go after his wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the only
yeah.
way.
All right,
So,
Emmanuel David, can I tell my friends when I tap a higher belt?
Oh, that's a powerful. Who's your friend? I guess we don't have him here to ask. What do you think?
I can answer that in a fucking beat, dude.
Let's go. Hit it.
Tell your friends in private. Don't do it in the back of the locker room when everyone's around and you're like, yo, my friends.
Yes.
I have an announcement to make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I tapped jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
You know, just be chill about it.
Yeah.
And also, leave out the name. Do you have to say the name of the person?
Oh yeah, that loses all the. I mean, all the ego is taken out when you don't say the name.
Yeah, but you're not being a dick.
No,
And
I'm saying it like jokingly. Like the whole thing is like you say the name because it's like a scalp. You know, you're like, I tapped, Abby, and everybody's like, oh damn.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you're holding like my scalp, my bald scalp.
Yeah.
It's a huge ego moment to say like you tapped a higher belt.
I think it's a complete jerk off type of thing, dude.
Yeah, it's a tough move.
Be a gentleman, man.
Yeah. And to Manny's credit, funny enough, like it's so funny because he asked this question when he wants to talk to me about a position, but he's so sensitive to this because he doesn't want to kind of come across that way. He kind of, because he knows that I know who he rolled with because he was in my class.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to almost tell me. He's like, he doesn't know how to go about it. He wants to talk about the submission because he maybe wants some pointers, but he doesn't know how to bring it up because he feels like he's bolstering.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want it to come across that way. So I guess at the end of the day, it's like you said, leave out the name.
Yeah, he is a classy guy, like he doesn't classy. But it's like, man, when you start saying people's names, dude, you start beefs, you start unnecessary competitive vibes in the gym,
That's real.
Oh, you think that guy's gonna want to roll with you again when he finds out that you told the other guy that you tapped him, or he's gonna want to fucking get a revenge, Hey, maybe that higher belt was having a bad day, or he was letting you work. You think next time he sees you, he's not gonna be like,
it's on.
I'm gonna fucking smash your wrist, dude.
Yeah. You gotta go after his wrist.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the only way.
So yeah, dude, I'd say I mean, look, because look, here's the deal, man. We have such a chill gym with a nice environment, you know what I mean? Like
it's not worth it.
That's what we like, That's what we like. Is that that chill vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd say leave the names out.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't need to tell you that I tapped Jean yesterday.
Jean?
Yeah. It is kind of silly when you say I don't know,
Jean is my alter ego now.
Yeah, it's your alter ego.
That gets tapped.
Yeah, that gets tapped.
Fucking Jean. Yeah. I hate him.
It's like by saying it, but okay, you know what? Let me actually play a little bit of devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Like just a little bit.
All right. I'm open.
Obviously, everything is kind of like in the way that you approach it. And in the way that you communicate it with the intention that you communicate it. Like, what if I told you, like, you're my homie, like, hey, man, like, yesterday I actually, like, managed, I'm going to use something that's so exaggerated, like, that it's just not real. Like, I actually managed to tap Mortaza. Like, a part of that communication, obviously, is a huge ego moment where it's like, hey, man, like, I did it. But maybe, like, another side is like, well, my jiu-jitsu is getting better.
Yeah.
Like I actually, obviously, if I said that in a crowded room,
that's
that
the
would
thing.
Be super douche.
That's the thing, dude.
Like, if I told you,
if you're telling your friend because you're proud and you're happy, and you want to share
a milestone,
an achievement, a milestone, then like there's ways of doing it that's like like a respectful way. Man, there's a 50 Cent song called "How to Rob."
Epic. Tell me about this song.
I don't remember when it came out, but he basically So like he opens up saying like, I'm a crook with a deal. If this record doesn't sell, I'm a rob and steal. And then he names every single other rapper in New York and says how he would rob them.
Epic.
Like that, calling them out by name. It's a ballsy ass thing, but like, man, you know, that's the vibes, you know, like you got to be a gangster, man. You know what I mean?
It's competitive. It's
yes,
like,
very, yeah.
You're making that statement, you know, and you're creating that. Yeah, for sure. You're creating that energy. So, yeah, I think like done.
It's a great song, by the way. If you guys want to go check it out, How to Rob. It's so awesome.
My elbow. How to Rob.
How to Rob.
I think I just pulled something. Yeah. Whatever tomorrow I tell you my elbows hurt, we'll know it's from the podcast, not from jiu-jitsu. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I guess so ultimately, like, hey, it's the intention behind why you're saying it. That's kind of my answer. And I'm being really honest. And obviously, like, it's also not only the intention, but it's the context. If you're telling, you know, if you're asking, if you're telling one person and you're just trying to, like, you know, maybe like just feel a little bit more accomplished or whatever you're looking for, and you're telling one dude,
man,
I think it's all right.
All right, you know? We gotta get to it. We're almost an hour in, and we got 2 more questions.
Epic.
All right,
Manny, great question. P.S. I love you.
Yeah. And you're a classy dude, man. I like.
Manny is a.
I like guys who, you know,
he's a family guy. That's why he's
classy. Who think about it a bit, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just do this one because it's a quick one and it's a funny one, and then we'll do Spencer's, okay? Because nice. Spencer is a bit longer. He kind of wrote a book. I mean, it's 3 lines, but I don't read much, so everything seems like a book to me.
Yes.
Lincoln Constantino, can I wash my belt, or will I lose all my skills, or will I lose my skills? If you wash your belt, do you lose your skills?
Well, do you know the myth? Like, just
no.
The myth of the belt. And like, I know a lot of higher belts who feel this way. One of them is definitely not Murtaza. Murtaza's completely disgusted by this. But there's like an old Brazilian tradition where they do not wash their belts. And the feeling is, as described in the question, if you wash your belt, you will kind of like lose all the jiu-jitsu that you've accumulated so far. And they're like, yo, never wash your belt, because if you do, like, you're kind of you're back to square one type thing. Like, your mind will get kind of erased. It's like a funny superstition, but it actually stuck. I know some really high level dudes who come up to me with like this crazy look in their eye, and they're like, you don't wash your belt, do you? And I'm like, of course I wash my belt. And they'll be like, and they're like super upset with me about washing your belt, kind of thing, because they adhere to this old superstition. And on the flip side, I don't want staph and ringworm at the gym. Yeah. So there's funny superstition, and then on the other side of that, there's staph.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I like a little bit of superstition. You know, I like invoking the spirits, man.
I like that too.
Yeah.
In certain contexts.
And it's tradition and all. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know, ultimately, like, there's a way I think that's safer to invoke like some tradition that's kind of dope. Not too sure if this is the best one.
How about this? If you don't want to wash your belt, you know what you can do? Yeah. Wrap it up, throw it in a bag, throw it in your freezer. Apparently, when you freeze something, it kills all the germs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Frozen belt.
Yeah, dude. There was a time where like the fad was to never wash your jeans, you know, so that they would wear out, and they would tell people it kills smells too.